Welcome to this video learning session. When you complete the session, you will be able to design tables in third normal form, or 3NF for short. In this session, you'll learn about 3NF and how it differs from 2NF, how to design tables in 3NF, and how to use Microsoft Access to create tables in 3NF. Let's review some normalization concepts. In 1NF, there are no repeating groups, and all fields must depend on the primary key. In 2NF, all fields must depend on the entire primary key, not just part of it. So if a table is in 1NF with a single primary key field, the table automatically is in 2NF because that one field is the whole primary key. In 3NF, as a popular saying goes, all fields must depend on the primary key, the whole primary key, and nothing but the primary key. So if we have a table in 2NF, how do we get it to 3NF? In 2NF, all fields depend on the primary key. But if any fields also depend on other fields, they need to move to a separate table where they will depend only on the primary key. In this 2NF table, the sales rep name depends on the customer number, which is the primary key. But the sales rep name also depends on the sales rep number. That can cause several problems. For example, suppose a sales rep changes his or her name. To update the name, you would have to change every record where the name appears. If a rep has 50 customers, that would mean changing all 50 customer records. Also, with 50 customers, a rep's name must be entered 50 times. But suppose the name is misspelled several times. The data will be inconsistent and useless. Finally, if you delete all the records for a sales rep's customers, you also will lose the sales rep's number and name because it will not appear in any records. The answer is a 3NF design, where every field depends on the key, the whole key, and nothing but the key. To convert to 3NF, you must remove all fields from the 2NF table that depend on any non-key field. The sales rep name depends on the sales rep number. So we'll remove sales rep name and place it into a new table. The sales rep number will be a primary key in the new sales rep table and a foreign key in the customer table. Now we have a 3NF design. Any changes to sales rep name can be made one time in one place. Here are the tables in Access Relationships view. This is the original 2NF table with the sales rep name field. And this is the 3NF design with the sales rep name in a separate table. Notice that sales rep number is a unique primary key in the sales rep table and a foreign key in the customer table, where it can have many values. This is the student table in 2NF. The advisor name field depends on the student number, which is the primary key. But it also depends on the advisor number field. That's okay in 2NF, but not in 3NF. To move to 3NF, we must move the advisor name to a separate table. Like this. Microsoft Access doesn't discuss normalization, but it does provide a tool called the Table Analyzer Wizard. The wizard can detect a 2NF design and help you change it to 3NF. Let's see how it works. The sample table is called Products and Suppliers. The fields are Product, Supplier ID, Supplier, and Address. The wizard points out that the address field is repeated many times. So is the supplier field. That wastes space, requires more data entry, and can cause mistakes. Here, the supplier field and the product name are misspelled at least once. That's a typical 2NF problem. To solve the problem, the wizard suggests splitting the original table into two separate tables where each piece of information is entered only once. The wizard says that the new design allows you to update repetitive information in just one place and work with information from different tables at the same time. That's the advantage of a 3NF design. The supplier ID field is a primary key. When the wizard splits the table, it calls this a lookup field, because if you know the ID, you can look up the rest of the information. But it's really like any other common field, with a primary key on one end and a foreign key on the other. The supplier table now has only one record for each supplier. Any changes in supplier name or address can be made just once and will apply automatically to all supplier products. Now, let's ask the wizard to analyze our student table, which is now in 2NF. As you saw, the wizard recognized the 2NF design and suggested a separate table for the advisor name. That's the same action we took a few minutes ago when we changed to a 3NF design. In this session, you learned about 3NF and how it differs from 2NF, how to design tables in 3NF, and how to use Microsoft Access to create tables in 3NF. For more information, you can refer to the textbook or your student study tool. Now it's your turn to apply your skills and check your work. For background information, tasks to complete, and sample answers, go to the Management Information Systems CourseMate at www.cengagebrain.com. Select this text and navigate to the video learning sessions. Thanks for attending this video learning session.